Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with some more My Garage. Now, apologies for the lack of uploads for the past week and a bit. Between not feeling well, hay fever, technical issues with mods causing the game to crash. Yeah, that's why I hadn't uploaded for the past week. But today we are back. My FPS isn't great. It's not the worst, but it isn't great. It's playable. So we're going to do some work on the Junkyard car. Now the plan is to get this running and driving. And the rules I set myself are that I cannot replace junk parts like this clearly rusted shock absorber, so I can't change it. But I can add the missing parts because you kind of need to. Yeah, so that's the plan. I actually bought this one because I want the drive shaft from it, because that one hasn't got one. And at the time the Junkyard was about to close and I didn't have time to grab it, so I just bought the whole car. So yeah, once I've got the drive shaft off of this and any other good parts I can find, then I can get rid of it. Now, I did see a wrench. There it is. I think I need to go over here because I need a front lower control arm. I could only find a rusty one, so a rusty one is what we're going to use. You know, I don't know how many times I'd refresh the Junkyard trying to get a good one of these, and I could not find one. Oh, actually, that other side is jacked up. So yeah, the drive shaft is not brilliant in here, is it? But it should get us back to the garage. Nope. As I have got good tyres laying about, I will put good tyres on it. Anyway, how have you all been for the last week? Well, I hope. I've forgotten what button it was to change the wrench direction. And I think I'm done at the front here as well. No, because I know what I've forgotten to do front and back. Need that. It's not going to drive very well. Ah, no. What did it roll to? I swear I've got enough springs. Well, I'll borrow this one for a minute then, just so I can get the wheel on. Is this one got one? It's a broken one, but I know for a fact I've got good ones laying about somewhere. Oh, I know where I put them. Ooh. I do apologise if you can hear any wind noise as well, because I've got a fan going because it is hot here. That's a front spring. I need a rear. Front. Front. Rear. No, I had to have one somewhere. I've got so many of them. I think that's all this side needs. So I can. No, I can't. I was about to say I could drop it, but I can't. I've got to get this wheel on first. Might go and actually, I've got to get under there to do the drive shaft, haven't I? Ah. I may need a jack. Actually, you know what? Where's my other jack? There it is. Why is it upside down? Sometimes they spawn in upside down for some reason. And I don't know why. to adjust my mouse sensitivity. That seems a bit sensitive today. Okay, so we seem to have started at the rear here. But at least that's the bit that's lifted up. Having said that, I might be able to get some parts on the front. I'm not going to get a tyre up there. Can we get the lower control arm on? Can indeed. Oh, fun fact, my stepdad, that's not the right thing, is it? Nope, it's for a completely different car. He's just bought a Mercedes Vito van. And I was actually having a little look underneath it, you know, just check it out, condition-wise and whatnot. And it's actually very similar to this. In fact, these control arms are exactly the same as they are on that Mercedes van. Okay, so this is all bad. Well, half bad, half good. I say that because we've got a good hub and a good disc. But a bad hub carrier and a bad caliper, but it should actually work. If I've got a good one, I'm going to put a good one on, but I'm not counting the chickens. That's front right. Let's, you know what, we'll make it more fun. I'm going to bolt this on. Oops. I said bolt it on, not bloody unbolt it. Pick it up. That's it. That's what I want to do. Okay, so we just need a spring in there. What am I going to need up the rear here? I'm going to need a few control arms and the hub carrier and whatnot. What's this one? That's a rear right. I do need another front spring. I do need some rear control arms. I'm not going to bolt any lights to it. That can be done when I do the full works on it later. That's the bit I want for the rear left. So we've got one bolt there, one there. I'm sure I've got another one somewhere here. Yep. How many control arms? I cannot remember how many control arms there's meant to be. Hang on. Let's just check on the on this one. How many am I supposed to have? Get out of the wheel arch. There's one. There's two, and then there's one at the top there. That's three. And there's none this side. I could have swore there was some this side, both sides of the wheel. No, oh. So is it it's literally there's only three then. Looking at that. And I know I've got those right here, right. I need another rear spring, aren't I? I've got two control arms on this, I only need one. That's front right, isn't it? Yep. What I'm going to do, once I've got this running and driving, I'm going to load it up with all the other parts that I need and drive it back to the bolts. Drive it back to the garage. So I was just trying to find the bolts, I can't see them. at all. Ah. 1, 2. 3. I can't remember how many bolts there are on these axles. How do you call them, axles in the game, or are they drive shafts? Half axle, okay. I'll try to remember that. I know I've got loads of these things in here, so it shouldn't be a problem finding one. Right, where you go there. Okay. Spring tensioner is this side, isn't it? Spring tensioner, spring compressor. Let's get the springs on. So I've got a disc, I need brake caliper. Is that 1? Yep. Your front? Indeed. Getting a bit over the, oh hang on. There's one underneath it. Right, I will need that. That's the one. I think, is it for the right car? No, it's for a different car. What's not going on there? That's for a different car as well. It looks like I'm not checking compatibility properly. That's front left Chad Bart. Ah, so that shares it with the Chad and Bart. Okay. Is that another front one? That is. Sure, the front calipers are slightly bigger than the rears. I will need a differential because I know that's bad on that one. I don't know how bad because I haven't driven the car yet. I'm going to need that. I think. Nope, I stand corrected. It looks like we have got a brake line fitted. There's another caliper. What are you for? Another front left. Why is it always front left? Rear right. No, I don't need rear right either. I need rear left. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not seeing any more calipers in my pile. What have I got, if anything, over here? Oh, could have checked that car, couldn't I? We'll check that in a minute. We have a caliper there. What are you for? Rear left. There we go. Whoop. There you go. Brake pad on. Wrong car. I knew we put it on the wrong car. There we go. Find some brake pipes as well, flexes. I should have put one on the other side before I put the tyre on. I was going to say, I'm sure I had at least a couple. I haven't decided what engine I'm going to put in this yet. In at that slanted angle. It doesn't look like we've got any flexi hoses on there. Have I got any laying over here? I'm sure I was grabbing a few. I'm not going to need that. Not now. Got a load of inline sixes here. Try and get them to run as is, or at least one of them to run, I hope. of a shunt there, didn't you? Flexi's hooked on this. Saw him on you, did I? There's my other ridge. Okay, so we'll find you. One of these as well. That's why I throw the spanner down before I buy things usually, because otherwise it throws the spanner down anyway. I've actually lost count on how many flexi hoses. I think I bought 2, didn't I? And I needed 3. Sure, it was only 2. I bought. I'm not doing too badly. I'm trying to avoid using a bad one because I don't want the brakes to leak while I'm driving back, because that will not be a good time. And I've got the last one here. Here we go. I'm going to check these vehicles though, because an extra one wouldn't hurt. I'm not going to get an extra one, am I? I've already looked at you and you haven't got one. I don't know what steering components that Wolf has got, if any, so I'm just going to grab some. There's no steering box there, then what on earth was that bolted to? Take the leak. So I'd rather buy them and not leak them. Stay here for now. I just want the Flexis. 1, 2, 3. I may actually have some Flexis over in this pile here, but doesn't matter. the flexi lines are a common thing to replace. Oh, we've got a bad tie roll at this end. And I've put a wheel on this side, forgot to put a caliper on it. Donut. Never mind. Get this one on, we'll solve that problem in a bit. I've done that one, but got all the control arms on. I can put a wheel on this side. Yay! That's a bald one. I've got good tyres, so I'm going to put those on at least. Did I put a flexi on this one? No. I've got a flexi to put on here. Okay, so I'll just slide under here a minute. There they are. That's what I want. Give. Why you no give it to me? Oh, that's what. Have it now. There we go. Like I said, it's not the best in the world, but considering I haven't got one, it's certainly better than what I did have. Right. Here. I just need a tie rod for that end. I knew that was going to do that. Worried for a second it would drop the spanner somewhere in the engine compartment. Oh yeah, let's do this. And by the front of rear control arms in here. Okay. Oh, what are you? They're all front left. I don't want bloody front left, I want front right. What are you? Rear right. And I bet you don't have one. No. Check the two vehicles in here. No. Bingo. Go. Did I just buy the bad hose with that, or did it just disappear? I don't think it just disappeared. That's alright then. Oh, that's what I undid. We've got brake pads. Yeah, we've got brake pads. Undo. I was like, what happened to the wheel hub? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking there was a wheel hub here. Where's it gone? That's because it's the wrong vehicle. Keep meaning to swap over my keyboards, but I haven't got around to that yet. The print on the keys is wearing off on these. I think the rear is actually done, apart from drive shaft. But I'll need to put the wheels on the front anyway, so I'm going to move this. Ah, that might work for both sides actually. I might only have to move that one, hopefully. One more tyre. What are you? One toe. I've got a pile of them here. That'll do. Alright. Oh, we have a bad transmission though. Is that going to work? I'm going to leave it on there. That radiator's not going to work for us though. Right, I'm going to drop it down. Wedge it under this one. That might be why I can't find some of the parts. I've just realised they're laying under here. Okay, now hopefully that's going to be enough to allow me to crawl under. What we got? We've got an exhaust. And 2 more of these. That might be the ones I laid out for the car. Oh, and we've got a flexi here as well. So is this just the usual 3 bolts? 1, 2. Oh, for corn snakes. Alrighty then, grab the other jack. Put one under either side. This wants to play hardball. There we go. Blown up. That did just knock off the other side, didn't it? Bloody. There we go. Under you go, and up you go. How quickly can you click your mouse to jack up a car? Oh, look at that. It's actually... That is worth a screenshot. Hang on. There we go. I couldn't resist but taking a screenshot of that one. He's literally bouncing on 2 jacks. I've got that one. This one this side I was trying to get to, wasn't it? Right. Trying to do a spot of cheating here. I can't see. Not 2 of them. Not 3 of them. Why is it not? It's not letting me grab the drive shaft. Where did the drive shaft go? You serious? I went to all that effort to get the drive shaft off, including buying the car, just for it to disappear into the freaking ether. At least I've got a car sitting on 4 wheels and will roll. And okay, well, I was going to say 4 inflated tyres, but one of them is flat. Alright, I don't want nothing else off of this. Oh, it just suddenly... What the... Okay. Whatever. I know what I'm not doing. That's a bad transmission as well. As long as the transmission isn't totally dead, it should get us back. I'm just going to shove the car this way a bit. Why did... Well, it rolls nicely. What didn't I put on? I didn't put an e-brake on. We've got a steering wheel rolling around in here. Perhaps I should get that on as well. Have I got an e-brake cable? I do. That's got to go on there. I'm not going to put the exhaust on yet because I haven't got an engine in it. Right, I'm going to get this jacked up first. I just remembered I do need to put the drive shaft on, don't I? Get that one started. Clip through the ground for some reason. There we go. Right. And that one. Get the e-brake connected. Says 1. See that little thing? Yep. There we go, we have an e-brake. Right. I've got an exhaust already fitted to this. Actually, I think driving this is going to be interesting because we've got a bad diff, a bad drive shaft, we've got some rust back here as well. I've just realised I've got to fix, and we've got a bad transmission, so it should all be nice and fun, shouldn't it? Is it going to let me? No. That's the short answer to that. No. It's not. So I'm actually going to have to lower the car again and move the jacks, or at least one jack, to the front so I can get under it to bolt that Is it going to let me do it while it's rocking about like that? Rock the boat, baby. Don't tip the boat over. I'm not going to get under that, especially with it rocking, so... So, I've got to pump that front tyre up. I think I've got a pump here somewhere. can I slip? I've got 2 of them. 2 of them won't hold it, 3 won't. Oh. It's on there. If it falls off, it falls off. Right. It looks like we actually have brake fluid in there as well, so I've just got to sort an engine out for it now. And a steering wheel. That would be a great help. Right. Chuck that there. We'll go and get it off the other jack to stop it bouncing around. Seems to like doing that on this surface for some reason. So, need a new radiator. That's not a problem. I've got one. That's a bad half axle. That's a good piece though, so we'll keep that. Battery wise, we have. So I've actually got to. Yeah, I have got to pull this lump out of it. Before we do that, we'll put that on. We'll put this in. Preferably without it falling off. Is that one of them? Right. I'm going to have to sleep because I cannot see what I'm doing. Wrong button. I forget in the cars it's the backspace, not the enter key. Enter key sits you down, doesn't it? I'm actually wondering if I'm going to have to take the dash out. I just can't see to find the bolts. So if I just drop the whole dash out for the moment, it should let us see where the steering rack bolts are. There they are. Right at the bottom. Still one this side? Yeah. So e-brake on. Steering wheel on. I'm going to put this back in. I will put a windshield. Yeah, that's all I need. So I will put a windshield in because it's going to be easier to transport it that way. You know, than try and have it flapping around in here somewhere. There you go. So, try and turn this around actually. Turn it around, so in theory, I've got the light under here. So, there's no need to pull the part of the machine out. Which is easier said than done on this. Because it's not that easy to find the bolts. And the exhaust is going to have to come off. Pull that out of the way. Looks like I've got an old fuel line to take off as well. I'll have to do that from the top. It's there somewhere. I've done something, but I'm not sure. No, it wasn't the right one the first time. So, are you loose now? No? Just undone something else. If the engine did work, it doesn't now, because that was part of the timing. Bad radiator hose here. I'm not sure that I've got any good ones. Let's take the radiator out because that's bad as well. Actually, let's stick this in the junk pile. Right, so something is still holding the engine in, and I don't know what it is. There's no battery wires, I'm sure. I can't remember. There's actually 4 or 5 bolts that hold the transmission on. Stuck again. No, I've got that one. I undone something. I don't know what it was, but I undid it. We'll take that out of the way. Yep, smooth through that side. Now the engine pops off. I don't know what I did to do that, but I'm not complaining. Right. One's got a bad head. This one, apart from the carburetor, looks like the best option. Just realised we've got a bad subframe in the front of this as well. Who did open the bad head? I thought this had a good head on it actually. Well, bad water pump as well. We'll see if this gets us home. I will put good spark plugs in. So I do need a exhaust manifold. Forgot I hit F5 a minute ago. It's so hot in this flat. I don't know why this flat is so hot when the communal stairwell in this block is so comfortably cool. Right, come on, load up. I want to at least try to get it started in this video. Or at least attempt to get it started anyway. I'm going to need plug wires as well, aren't I? I need to find some of those. Is that it? That's it. This has got a bad exhaust manifold, but yeah, I'll just use what I can get. Right, we'll see if it doesn't run, then I'm not going to have much choice but to replace broken parts. I mean, the worst we'll get with a broken water pump is overheating. And I'll just keep an eye on the temp gauge if this car actually has one. We've got a thermostat housing, we have, and that's not a good one, but we'll run with it. I'm just running with what I've got at the minute. That's a lower hose. I've just realised there is a lot of parts missing. You can go over here in the scrap engine pile for now. I've got no plug wires. That one does have a few of the better parts on, so I will take these apart for parts. As long as the car starts, I will just chuck them in the car with all the other parts. Just in case the carb is toast on that engine. You're not an i6 either. You know, I can guarantee just because I need an i6 engine now, I'm not going to find one. What you got? Nothing. You got nothing. You've got a V8. And you've got nothing. Oy. I think that is actually a good steering box. Good, that's another part that I can shove in the thingy, in the car. Well, this trip to the junkyard was a bit of a bust because I haven't found anything. Not really. Nothing that I need, so let's refresh. I didn't even move. I didn't even move when the loading screen appeared. Oh well. I'm going to do this once more. If I can't find enough bits this time, I will end the video and do it off camera. I'll search the junkyards for the bits and we'll see if we can get it running and driving in the next video. I need alternator, I need plug wires. Sorry, I went quiet for a minute there because I was just taking a drink. What was I doing? I need spark plugs, don't I? I need to go around some engines looking for some sparky plugs. I want 6 good ones. Which means I'm going to need my spark plug wrench. There it is. I just picked up the exhaust. I don't want to pick up the exhaust, but never mind. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to need this. I don't think my engine's got it. So I'll have that off here. Got a few spark plugs in here. Just pull them and see if any of them are good. Nope. No. No. Nope. I haven't even got a head on it, has it? Right. We'll leave the wrench there for now. We'll go and have a hunt. Got stuck on the roof. You got engine? You have. Do you have spark plugs? You do. Stop rocking around so I can get to the spark plugs. So you got 3. Are any of them good? Nope, that's got a black tip. Nope. Well, ain't this going well so far? Do you have engine? You do have engine. Do you have spark plugs? Yes. Oh, we have a good one. I'm starting to lose faith. What about you? Yeah, not so good. You've got an engine. We've got one head. Just undo all of these. What do we got? A bad one. Fuel line. Not a good one. Or a third. Oh. Try again. We're a third of the way there. I just need 4 more. It's going to be a diesel, so there's no good looking under there. There's nothing in that one. Oof. I'm not going to count the chickens that I've got any good spark plug coming out of this. No. No. Got 4 hiding under this one. One dud. I don't know because I just kind of. That's a dud one. Dud. And a dud. Did I check this one? I think I checked this one, didn't I? Yeah. So, 2. That's all I've managed to find. I could cheat and just buy a couple of boxes, but I really don't want to do it that way. You know, as the whole idea is just to scrounge the parts from the junkyard. So there's one. Let's see, it's buried. There we go. It's 2. Where did I throw that? It was here. So let's see what we've even got in here. I'm guessing all 5 of these are going to be dead. Yeah, that's not a good one. Not a good one. Yes, a good one. I'm halfway there then. Be a good one. No. Can you be a good one? So I've got at least 4. No. I've literally only got half my spark plugs that I need. One. 2. 3. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we have got a good distributor on this, and that is good. We don't have I'm spitting the words out. We don't have an ignition coil at all, so it's Let's get that fitted. Drop the wrench over here somewhere, didn't I? Yep. Go. I don't know why, but I seem to have junk parts going everywhere at the minute, and engine parts. Right. So, I need to find 3. Oh, big stretch. Oh. I need 3 spark plugs. Still need an alternator, still need plug wires. I don't even have any projects in storage that have a an i6 in, so I can't even steal anything from them. So I'm going to quick perusal around all the parts laying everywhere to see if there's anything. I mean, I could always buy the parts that I need, but to me that just defeats the purpose of the challenge. Nope, nothing there. Okie dokie then. I'm going to leave the video here, guys. So what do I need? I have got a head if I need it. I'm going to bring that over here because I might very well need it. It's a broken spring. Do need a radiator, don't I? Have to remember to bring some fuel next time. You know, next time I play the game. I don't even know if this has got a fuel tank. No. So I've got to put a fuel tank in it. I've got an exhaust yeah, I've got a downpipe, that's good. Pardon me. Gas tank, seats. Got a bumper. I might put the bumper on as well, just because it's going to be easier to transport it. I have to start loading the trunk up with bit. I've got to remember to put that back on the transmission as well. Right. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to give me a thumbs up. It's much appreciated and helps me out. And if you didn't, then just give the video a thumbs down. And as always, I will put links to my other 2 YouTube channels and the Discord server in the description down below, so feel free to head over and check those out, and maybe consider subscribing to the other 2 channels and this one. Don't forget, if you like what you see and you'll like what I do, please subscribe. It's free. You'll get notifications every time I upload a video. And of course, if you have any comments, leave them down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.